Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, where did all that spark go? Maybe you've noticed it's harder to keep up with the grandkids these days, or that your afternoon walk feels more like a marathon. Well, what if I told you that feeling young isn't just about good genes or luck? Science is showing us that how we age has way more to do with our daily choices than we ever imagined. And today, I'm sharing 5 simple, powerful habits that can help you not only add years to your life, but life to your years. Let's start with something we all love: food. Now, I'm not talking about depriving yourself or jumping on the latest diet trend. This is about nourishing your body with what it truly craves. Think about it. Your cells are like little engines, and the fuel you give them decides how well they run. One of my favorite tricks? Eat the rainbow. No, I don't mean Skittles. Fill your plate with deep greens like spinach, bright oranges like sweet potatoes, and rich reds like berries. These colorful foods are packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation, the sneaky culprit behind so many age-related issues. And here's a pro tip. Next time you're at the grocery store, spend most of your time in the produce aisle. If your cart looks like a garden, you're doing it right. Now, let's talk about something we often brush off as we get older: movement. I'm not saying you need to run a marathon or lift heavy weights. Goodness, no. The secret here is gentle consistency. Think of your body like a classic car. It thrives when it's used regularly, but it doesn't need to redline the engine. A daily 20-minute walk, some light stretching while you watch the news, or even dancing to your favorite oldies in the living room. It all counts. My neighbor, Martha, swears by her morning Tai Chi routine. She's 78 and still tends her rose garden like she's 50. The key is to find what feels good and doable. Because let's face it, if it feels like a chore, you won't stick with it. But here's the thing, these 2 habits, eating well and moving more, are just the foundation. There's another piece of the puzzle that's so important, and honestly, it's something many of us overlook as we age. Stick with me, because what's coming up next could change the way you think about aging altogether. And hey, if you're enjoying this so far, do me a favor. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one small change you've made lately to feel more vibrant? Sharing your story might just inspire someone else. Now, let's keep this momentum going. The next habit we're diving into is all about connection. And no, I don't mean Wi-Fi. This is about something far more powerful. You know, there's a reason we're wired to crave company, even if some of us pretend we're perfectly happy talking to our houseplants. That third anti-aging secret? It's all about connection, and I'm not just talking about saying hello to the mail carrier. Real, meaningful relationships, whether it's with family, old friends, or even new ones, can literally add years to your life. Studies show that seniors with strong social ties have sharper memories, healthier hearts, and even stronger immune systems. My friend Martha, the one with the rose garden, she joined a weekly book club last year, and she says it's not just the stories that keep her coming back. It's the laughter, the debates, the feeling of being seen. And guess what? Her doctor recently told her her blood pressure's never been better. Coincidence? I don't think so. Now, maybe you're thinking, but I've lost touch with so many people over the years. Here's the good news. It's never too late to reconnect or to find your tribe. Start small. Call a sibling you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a community gardening group. Or, hey, even strike up a conversation with someone at the grocery store. You'd be surprised how many folks are just waiting for a friendly smile. And if you're tech-savvy, video calls with grandkids can be a game changer. My grandson taught me how to send emoji texts last month, though I'm still not sure what that eggplant symbol means. But here's the flip side. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's a stressor. Which brings me to our 4th secret: managing stress. Now, I know what you're thinking. Stress? At my age? I've earned the right to relax. And you're absolutely right. But stress has a sneaky way of creeping in, whether it's worrying about health, finances, or even just the nightly news. And here's the kicker. Chronic stress pumps your body full of cortisol, a hormone that literally speeds up aging. It weakens your skin, your bones, even your brain. Scary, right? But don't worry, literally. Because the solution isn't to eliminate stress entirely. That's impossible, but to handle it like a pro. One of my favorite tricks, the 5-5-5 rule. When you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 days, 5 months, 5 years? Most of the time, it won't. And for those everyday stresses, try this. Deep breathing. Not the kind you do without thinking. I'm talking belly breaths. Sit comfortably, place a hand on your stomach, and inhale slowly through your nose until your belly rises. Hold it for a count of 3. Then exhale through your mouth like you're blowing out birthday candles. Do this for just 2 minutes a day, maybe after your morning coffee or before bed, and watch how it calms your nerves. Another stress buster? Find your happy place activity. For my neighbor Frank, it's woodworking. For me, it's listening to vinyl records from the 60s. Nothing soothes the soul like Aretha Franklin. The key is to carve out little pockets of joy in your day. Even something as simple as sipping tea on the porch or jotting down 3 things you're grateful for can shift your mindset. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your go-to stress reliever? Is it gardening, praying, or maybe something unexpected like line dancing? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if you're finding this helpful, do us both a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe. It's the best way to make sure you don't miss our final secret, the one that ties all these habits together in a way you won't see coming. Because here's the truth. Aging isn't about fighting time. It's about embracing it with a little wisdom and a lot of heart. And that final secret? Well, let's just say it's something you've been doing since the day you were born. You just might not be doing it right. Stick with me, and we'll fix that together. All right, let's get to that final secret. The one thing you've been doing since the day you were born, but maybe not quite the way your body needs now. Drum roll, please. It's sleep. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sleep? At my age? I'm lucky to get 4 hours a night. Trust me, I've been there. But here's the thing. Sleep isn't just about rest. It's your body's nightly repair shop. While you're drifting off, your cells are busy fixing damage, boosting immunity, and even clearing out toxins that can age your brain. And if you're skimping on quality shut-eye, you're missing out on one of nature's most powerful anti-aging tools. Let's be real, sleep changes as we get older. Maybe you wake up more often, or you feel wide awake at 4 a.m. But that doesn't mean you can't reclaim those restorative hours. Start by treating bedtime like a ritual, not an afterthought. Dim the lights an hour before bed. No more glaring TV screens or scrolling through the news. Instead, try reading a chapter of a book, the paper kind, not the tablet, or listening to calming music. My go-to, a little Nat King Cole, always does the trick. And here's a pro tip. Keep your bedroom cool, around 65 degrees. Your body sleeps better when it's slightly chilly. Oh, and about those midnight snacks. I'm guilty too. But eating too close to bedtime can send your digestion into overdrive, keeping you tossing and turning. Try finishing dinner at least 3 hours before bed, and if you must have a snack, make it light. A handful of almonds or a banana works wonders. And don't underestimate the power of a good pillow. If your neck's been aching for years, maybe it's time to invest in one that actually supports you. Now, let's tie this all together. We've talked about fueling your body with color, moving gently but consistently, nurturing your connections, taming stress, and finally, giving yourself permission to rest. These aren't just random tips. They're pieces of a puzzle that, when put together, create a picture of vitality. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Start with one change. Maybe swap that afternoon cookie for a handful of berries or call an old friend you've been missing. Small steps add up to big results. And here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing from this video that resonated with you and try it this week. Then come back here and tell me how it went. Did your morning walk leave you feeling lighter? Did that deep breathing trick calm your nerves during a hectic day? Your stories matter. They inspire this whole community. So let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Before we wrap up, I need to ask a favor. If this video brought you even a little hope or a fresh idea, please hit that like button. It helps spread this message to more folks who need it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're here to keep sharing practical, uplifting tips to help you thrive, not just survive, in this chapter of life. Remember, aging isn't about chasing youth. It's about embracing the wisdom, joy, and yes, even the wrinkles that come with a life well lived. You've got decades of stories, strength, and resilience inside you. Now it's time to let that light shine. So here's to you, friend, to more sunrises, more laughter, and more days where you feel truly alive. Thanks for watching, and never forget, your best years aren't behind you. They're whatever you decide to make them.